Hey guys, today we're going over how to solve the Rubik's Cube 3x3 using simple, easy to learn algorithms. If you haven't already, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe. Now first we want to start by going over the Rubik's Cube notation. So first we want to take note of the sides of the Rubik's Cube. We're going to have a right side, a left side, a upper side, and a bottom, as well as a front and a back. So these faces, we're going to have notations for them. For example, the right clockwise is going to be notated by R, and counterclockwise will be R prime. Same with the left side. Left side clockwise is L. Left side counterclockwise is L prime. For upper clockwise is U. Upper counterclockwise is U prime. For the front face clockwise is F. Front face counterclockwise is F prime. For the back clockwise is B. Back counterclockwise is B prime. So we will be using this notation in the algorithms that we will use. And without further ado, let's get started. So first, we want to choose the side that we want to start with. I usually start with the red side, so your starting side will be your base, your bottom. Here we're solving for the red side. We also want to create a cross using the red. So those red middle pieces, we want to create a red cross, while at the same time making sure that the middle pieces non-red sides line up with their non-red sides respective color. For example, if you have a middle piece that has a red side on one side and white on the other, you want to make sure that that white side also lines up with the white center. So you want to repeat this for all of the middle sides that you use to create that red cross, making sure that both centers line up with its respective colors. And here we have all the colors lined up. So we have that red cross with the non-red colors lined up as well to their centers. Now we want to find the corners for each of the pieces. So here we're starting with white and blue. You find that red corner, you move it out of the way. You rotate that face that you want to move upward, and then you insert that face. So whenever you find that face, you want to move it to the upper layer. Once it's in the upper layer, you want to move that piece out of the way. Rotate the face that you want to rotate so that the red piece can be inserted, and then move it back down. Then repeat that for all the other corners until you have your fully formed bottom red face. So now that you have your base with all of the colors lined up to their centers, we will move on to creating the second layer. Now we want to start by watching out for the upper face color. In this case, the upper face color is orange. So you want to avoid all of the middle pieces that have orange in them, and then find all of the pieces that do not have orange in them, and then align them to the center, and then figure out if you want to place them to the left or to the right of the center, wherever the other color needs to be matched up with, and then apply this algorithm. Then you repeat this for all of the other middle pieces until you have that fully formed second layer. Now that we have that second layer, we're going to look at the top layer, the orange pieces. So here the most common result that we will get is either the R or a negative sign. You do the same algorithm for this. Here we have a negative sign, so you carry out the negative sign / the R algorithm. Next, we can see the fish sign on the face. It looks like a fish, so we carry out the fish algorithm. Now that we carried out the fish algorithm, we can see that the top face is fully formed with the orange pieces. So that upper layer is fully orange. If you keep seeing the fish shape, just keep doing the fish algorithm until you see that fully formed upper orange face. Here we have multiple headlights. So we call it multiple headlights because they look like headlights. So you have two of the same color on either side and then a different color in the middle. So you want to make sure that the colors on the outer are lined up with that second layer. So for example, if the two outer colors are blue, make sure that second layer is also blue. And then carry out the multiple headlights algorithm. Here we can see we only have one headlight, so make sure that headlight is facing away from you, and then carry out the one headlight algorithm. Next, we see that we now have multiple headlights, so we can now carry out the multiple headlight algorithm. And you keep on repeating this process, whether it's one or two headlight algorithms, until you get that fully created Rubik's Cube.